Welcome to all. Today's talk title is Latent Factor Modeling of Perceived Quality for Stereoscopic 3D Video Recommendation. And the contributors of this work are Dr. Balasubramanian Opina, Dr. Mansi Sharma, Santosh Kumar, Dr. Peter Ekara, Aniko Simon, and Dr. Mary Gindi. These authors are from IIIT Kanchipuram, Chennai, India, Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, Chennai, India, and Budapest University of Technology and Economics, Budapest, Hungary, Kingston University, London, UK, and Sigma Technology, Budapest, Hungary, Holographica, Budapest, Hungary, and Fazmani Peter Catholic University, Budapest, Hungary. And this is the outline of today's talk. First, I will give a brief introduction about different kinds of 3D technologies, and we can see that importance of the quality assessment. Further, we can proceed to see that latent factor modeling and the problem statement which we had derived from that different kinds of recommendation systems. Further, we can proceed to see the efficacy of the proposed model on multiple stereoscopic video datasets, and finally, we'll see the conclusions and the sponsors of this project. Electronic gadgets like mobile phones, TVs, computers has becoming an inclusive part of human nature, and it is tough to imagine the world without these gadgets. Nowadays, with the tremendous advancements and developments, this technology has been reached to the end user with a high amount of perceptual visualization. The best example is the conventional classroom learning process has been transformed into interactive visualization because of these tremendous developments. Here, I am representing a frame which is highlighting that the penetration of different kinds of 3D technology across all over the places, such as gaming, movie broadcasting, and electronic gadgets. The source-generated video content or image content undergoes to several processing stages, and each processing stage in the processing chain will affect the perceptual quality of the source-generated content. Here, I am representing a original image and different kinds of generated test stimuli. It is pretty clear that the test stimuli are varying in perceptual manner with respect to the original image, and even in precise, B, C, and E are having better perceptual quality as compared to the D, F, G. But in earlier days, people used to compute the mean square error estimation, which is a simple mathematical calculation between the original image and different kinds of test images to compute the perceptual quality. However, this mean square error cannot perform well, and it is not accurately model the hypothesis of how the human perceptual analysis looking an image. So this creates a new path to a multimedia component perceptual quality assessment. Later in 2004, from Live Labs at UT Austin, Zhou Wang has proposed a new work called Structural Similarity Index Measure, which has shown a significant contribution in measuring the quality. With the motivation from this analysis, there are several approaches has been proposed in the recent literature for different kinds of versatile 2D, image, and 3D video also. There are two ways to compute the quality assessment. Those are subjective quality assessment, and another one is objective quality assessment. In subjective quality assessment, we will show the given multimedia content to the viewers, and they will exhibit a rate based on their perceptual field after perceiving the content. While in objective quality assessment, we will compute the quality automatically based on extracting certain features from a given multimedia content. This can be further classified into three categories, such as full reference quality assessment, reduced reference quality assessment, and no reference quality assessment based on utilizing the features of a given pristine image or a video content. So this further no reference quality assessment has been further divided into two categories. Those are supervised and unsupervised categories. Now, in this presentation, we are going to limit to that analysis on the stereoscopic perception. A stereoscopic perception will have two scenes, such as left and right views, and the dissimilarity and the discrepancy between the left and right views will provide a perception called depth information. So a stereoscopic video is going to have three kinds of information, such as spatial information, temporal information, and depth and disparity information. So in this work, we have proposed a novel recommendation system for 3D stereoscopic movies based on latent factor model that relies on the subjective ratings of the given user. There are different kinds of objective methods has been proposed in the given literature. So in the Fernandez et al. Has performed collaborative filtering and content-based filtering approaches on the given content to propose a recommendation system. And a few methods such which have been utilized matrix factorization method and content-based similarity learning approaches utilized to propose a kind of new recommendation system. And a few methods employed conventional neural network approaches and deep learning architectures to measure the recommendation of a given video. Along with that, a few methods has been proposed statistical relevance of a given content to measure the recommendation index of a given video. However, the main summary of these approaches are deep learning methods are delivering robust performance as compared to the conventional approaches, and These methods have been utilized different kinds of discomforts of a given video to measure a recommendation. Along with that, a weighted pooling of individual features enhance the robustness of the given approach. And the main key point of this analysis are none of the approaches has been considered latent factor model to propose a recommendation system. So we have utilized this latent factor mathematical analysis to develop a video recommendation system. So here, these mathematical equations are representing that our proposed video recommendation system. And here, that I is representing the latent factor, and Q suffix over M is representing the each viewer associated latent vector, and P suffix J power U is representing that one. And for a given stereoscopic S3D content I, the element of Q suffix I and M estimate the content to which the content holds these factors which are started to perceive particular artifact of the given content. So we have utilized this matrix factorization method to estimate the recommendation system of a given method. So along with that, we have employed stochastic gradient descent approach to optimize these equations. And these equations are here, the mathematical equations 4 to 8 are representing these updating parameters using stochastic gradient method. So we test the efficacy of a given proposed approach on two stereoscopic video datasets. Those are IRCC1 stereoscopic video dataset and L4FS2 stereoscopic video dataset. In IRCC1 stereoscopic video dataset, we are having 10 Pristine sequences with a true HD resolution, and the frame rate of each sequence is 25 frames per second with a 10 seconds duration. And the test timeline were generated by utilizing these H.264 compressions and JP2K distortions. And finally, they have produced mean opinion score of each subject as a indicator of your quality score. Whereas in L4FS2 stereoscopic video dataset is in full Pristine sequences at true HD resolution, and each video sequence is in 10 seconds duration with a 25 frames per second. And on an overall, the dataset is having 288 test stimuli with a rating of H.264, H.265 blur and frame phase distortions. And this dataset is a combination of symmetric and asymmetric distortions. Further, the subject study was performed in continuous scale with hidden reference method, and DMARC scores they have published as quality indicators. So here, this plot is representing that efficacy and the significance of the proposed datasets. It is very clear that the datasets are very diversified in terms of the perceptual qualities, and they are occupying at very low to very high perceptual quality ranges across both datasets. Also, we are signifying that efficacy of both the datasets by measuring the statistics called mean, median, and standard deviation. So to compute the efficacy of to check the efficacy of the proposed dataset, we divided total subjective rates into two sets. Those are training set and testing set, by considering 80% scores as training set and 20% scores as testing set. So we performed this matrix latent factor modeling on the training and testing sets, and we have reported this correlation scores of the testing set scores on an overall the 100 epochs. So it is very clear that the proposed approach is delivering consistent performance across training and testing sets. Further, we showed the performance of proposed approach on different kinds of distortions of the L4FS through datasets. It is very clear that it is showing consistent and robust performance across all kinds of distortions and on the overall stereoscopic video dataset. So these plots are representing that variation of computed LCS scores with respect to the across iterations. It is very clear that the LCS scores are very consistent. Also, besides that, these LCS scores, so these LCS scores are having that standard deviation of 2 into 10 power minus 4, 2 into 10 power minus 5, which is signifying that these are very consistent across all kinds of epochs. And the second plot, which is the below plot, is representing that variation of training error and testing error across all kinds of epochs. It is very clear that the error is reducing with respect to that epoch number. So the main conclusions of this one is we have proposed a novel video recommendation system for stereoscopic videos, and we experimented with the different kinds of spatial and temporal artifacts, and the proposed approach delivered consistent and robust performance across stereoscopic video datasets. And the main funders of this one are Departments of Science and Technology, Government of India, under grant of DST Inspire 04/2017/001853. Also, it got funded by Hungarian Ministry, and it's also funded by European Union's Horizon 2020 Research and Innovation Program under Madame Curie Grant Agreement. And also it got funded by Eureka, NRDF, and Hungary. So these are the referred citations in the article. Thank you.